Okay, I start off by cutting a piece of fabric to make the little monster's hair. I'm using some pinking shears to give it some texture and shape. I just cut a few little strips. You can add as many as you like or as few as you'd like, or leave them off altogether. So once I have those all ready, I lay out my fabric to decide how big I want my little monster pouch to be. I start off by making it 6 inches tall and 6 inches wide. I am back and forth making sure that's what I want to do. And I get to looking at it and I realize that I don't like the shape of that. So I shorten the width by 1 inch. So it ends up being 6 by 5 with seam allowance. Just gonna cut that out and move that fabric to the side. That's all you're gonna need of that color. Making it 2 pieces. Then I take the top piece and I cut it in 2, not in half, but more like a third, so I can add the zipper in for its little mouth. You line up the right side of your fabric with the right side of your zipper and sew across there. And then you flip that over after trimming the little strings off. And you take the other side of your fabric and right sides with the right side, making sure to line it up. And then you have this little mouth. So now we're gonna make the eyes. This is just some white flannel, and I just pick something out of my craft box that's a good size and use it as a template and cut the eyes out. There I am. And here's some black for his pupils. Again, I just picked something out of my craft bucket to use as a template. That's some bobbins that don't actually even fit my sewing machine. They were given to me. I'm just gonna cut those out real quick. And then I sew them onto the whites of his eyes. I just used my sewing machine to do a quick stitch across, but you could hand sew them on. I kind of give him a cross-eyed look here, but you can pick however you'd like to do that. And I hand sew around both eyes. Now I'm just going to take the little pieces that I cut off for his hair and lay them out at the top of his head facing down and sandwich them in between the right sides of both front and back. And I'm going to sew all the way around the box, leaving the zipper open partway. I'm going to cut off the excess seam allowance and the ends of the zipper and then trim the corners so they poke out the right way. Go, and then I'll turn him right side out and poke out all the corners, make sure they're as square as I can get them or as square as I care to get them. And he is done. Look how cute he is.